Oh man.
We is live, motherfucker. Welcome to Dudes Talk Shit episode. What episode is this? 15?
16.
16.
Episode 16 with your host Trump, my man Brian, and me, of course, TJ. Whatever fucking thing you want to put on the end of it.
Call him Sybil, because he 20 different personalities.
Hey, let me tell you something, man. I don't appreciate that bullshit you pulled on Tuesday.
What'd I do?
You know what the fuck you did? You motherfucker with the motherfucker co-host of mine.
No.
Take me down.
When your co-host send me something, I put it up. I mean, now if you are in charge of the show, if you tell me not to put it up, whenever they send something, then I won't put it up, and I'll tell them that you talk to your host. You are the boss of the show. You lay the law down there.
Mm-hmm. But you see how I handle it, don't you?
Yeah.
There's gonna be part 2 of this motherfucker on Tuesday night because I'm coming in. I'm firing motherfucking a bazooka in that bitch. Everybody gonna get it.
You took a big time L Tuesday. I'm sorry.
I took an L.
You sure they lit you up?
No, the fuck I didn't.
They lit you up.
No, they were able to get some shots off, but I didn't take an L.
Everybody doesn't want to admit they defeat. Jeez.
I take an L because when I say okay, they're gonna keep making their little jokes with no regards for their imperfections that I see, but I've said nothing about. When I start highlighting those imperfections, then I start gut punching motherfuckers. So no, I didn't take no L.
Well, it wasn't a win, then it must have been a tie because nobody came out there winning nothing.
Well, I had inside information and I didn't take no L. I'm telling you that right now.
Okay. Oh, I got something to tell y'all, man. So for the first time in a long time,
you got split and then pay for it.
You funny. For the first time in a long time, I have tried dating sites.
What?
I went on Plenty of Fish. And I also tried Tinder for the first time this week. I never tried Tinder before. This week was the first time I tried Tinder. And I must say, Tinder is addicting. Plenty of Fish is like Black Planet back in the day. But and I also went on interracial dating site.
Where'd that come from? Any successes? Any hits?
I'm talking to a couple of chicks on Tinder. But when it comes, the one thing I like about Tinder is fast paced. These other sites you gotta check it. I don't have time to be on a dating site for hours at a time. I ain't got time. I ain't got the patience for the other junk. Tinder is right on your phone. You can swipe left, hit like, boom, 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 boom. It's fast. I like that. Plenty of Fish, you got to scroll down these damn lines. You got to read profiles. You got to do all this. I'm too impatient for that.
So what is it that you actually looking for? You looking for companionship or you looking for some hoes?
I'm looking for a mixture of both.
You need to be back on Plenty of Fish.
What's Plenty of Fish? That has a mixture of both?
Plenty of Fish has a mixture of both.
Okay.
Plenty of Fish have women that say, don't hit me up if you're looking for sex. And then an hour into the conversation, they want a dick picture. And then they trying to link up the next day. That's Plenty of Fish. So they be on their front like a motherfucker.
Women do that in general. Women talk about, oh yeah, women, we this, we that. And behind the scenes, you done smashed her all on the first date, and then she talking about, well, I mean, that's just women. That's them in general. They talk shit for the camera and for the public, but behind the scenes is a different story. We all know that.
Back in my days when I was out here in these streets.
Back in my days.
When I was fucking all these hoes.
Don't lie.
When I was fucking all these hoes, I'm just saying.
Before you got
I want to come up.
Billy found Jesus.
I mean, there's different websites out there for different shit. Brian, I'm pretty sure you know about Arrows. And
no, they're not.
You knew back then, you knew that one.
You know what? I'm not even gonna bullshit. I got curious because I was bored all fucking Thanksgiving holiday. So I got curious. I had a friend come over, my little Bulgarian friend. She came over. We played PlayStation and shit, did our thing. But I just don't feel her in a going out being together type of way. You feel what I'm saying? It's like she cool to come over, chill, do our thing, whatever. Talk, but I don't feel her in like it's like after a couple of hours, bitch, you got to go home. You know what I'm saying? That's what she is. But
have you hit that yet?
Yeah.
You smashed that? Did you eat the box?
No, I have not.
Does she smell like
no
boiled bologna?
She don't smell. I never ate it.
Potted meat. You don't smell like potted meat when she get all excited?
It smells good. It's just that I haven't what's the word? I haven't like it's not that I'm saying, oh, I ain't gonna eat that shit. No. It's just that it just ain't crumb. I just get right to it. I mean, That's what it is. So, but I was getting curious one night and I wanted to text you, but it was Thanksgiving. I know people doing shit. And ask you, I was going to go on that Earl's site, but I forgot how to spell the shit.
E-R-O-S.
E-R-O-S. You know what? I was spelling it like the old video joint. E-R, like Earls. Okay.
Oh, okay.
E-R-O-S. Okay, let me put that in.
Okay.
I'm going to just do some shit, man.
Man, I saw that motherfucker. Dwight Howard got outed by a tranny, man. What the fuck is up, yo, with all these motherfuckers fucking with these trans testicles? I mean, you go get a man, you go get a man that's dressed up like a woman to fuck him in the shitty asshole. If you want anal sex, just go get a woman to do it. Why you gotta go get some motherfucking dude and fuck him in the ass where y'all balls is slapping? I'm just not understanding that. I mean, he's completely out. The motherfucker got him on the phone, you know, then recorded the phone conversations and put it out there, and he on the phone begging. I'm just not. First it was Young Thug. I mean, not Young Thug, Young Buck. Now it's Dwight Howard. I mean, I need all you do. You know what you do is you go ahead and do that. Especially you fucking celebrities, you multimillionaires, you fruit booty gangsters. I want y'all to keep doing that. I need you transsexuals, trans testicles to keep motherfucking out these motherfuckers because it starts to make them less appealing and broke to mid-grade money having motherfuckers like me can come up on some of these high quality bitches because they don't want to fuck with these fruit booty gangsters.
Hey, have y'all heard of this Facebook group in which people exchange sex for services? Like a chick may need some plumbing at her house, and she'll offer a blowjob for you to come and do her plumbing. Hey,
what's the name of this? Hold on, what's the name of the sex group?
It don't say. It was an article on Vice.com, and it didn't mention the group. That's the fucked up thing. But if you go on Vice.com. VICE.com, the article of it was on there, and it was like, there are legitimately women on there offering sex for services.
How far I gotta go down?
I don't know. You just gotta see some Facebook group for sex for services or something. I don't know. This was
not helping me, bruh.
Well, man, just do a search on the website. Do a search on the website.
Facebook group.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need to find this out. I need to do some research.
I bet you do need to do some research. But it's on there. It's on there. They changed it because they put articles up every fucking hour. But yeah, I seen that shit, and I was like, why y'all ain't naming the group? Well, maybe they did, and I overlooked it. But yeah,
motherfucker, you supposed to get that information because I need to go ahead and put that request in so I could join because I offer plenty services. At least I'll lie about it.
But what you got? You can't do that when you
like I'm an electrician, but I have to get paid first.
Why would you do that?
On second thought, I'm a plumber. Fuck it.
Don't you have somebody?
Don't I what?
Don't you have somebody?
Did I?
Why you so hot, man?
Who, me?
Why you so hot? Why do you want me to discuss my personal business? Knowing I got hoes out, you complicate my shit all the time
yourself on here.
No, I ain't saying shit. I'm just saying you got somebody? Nigga, shut up. These hoes don't need to know all of that.
You volunteered the information on here before.
Nigga.
See, it's niggas like you that ruin it for us.
So I'm the motherfucker that's ruining it for the dude that say he don't like fucking black women because he had more motherfucking fun dating women that are not black. I ruined it for you, not your mouth.
This is the nigga who will take your quote and stretch it and stretch it and stretch it.
Brian, is this the same motherfucker that 2 weeks ago said he had an issue dating white black women because he was fucking with the Bulgarian chick? He went out with the Bulgarian chick and had a good time. And then last week he tried to throw all women under the bus. Now he back playing motherfucking PlayStation with the Bulgarian chick. Last week it was the Hispanic bitch that pissed you off. But you want to jump and talk about what I'm telling? You bipolar dating motherfucker?
I'm dating.
Oh, jeez.
You know. Hey, I mean, what can I say?
Nothing. Motherfucker, when I want to talk about my shit, I talk about my shit. I don't need you talking about my shit, trying to fuck my shit up.
My shit.
Listen to this shit.
I can't fuck you up. You fucked your own shit up. I told you.
I didn't fuck my shit up. You snitching. That's what you doing. You snitching. You motherfucking, you low-key player hating. You dry snitching. That's what you doing. You dirty snitching is what they call it.
How am I dry snitching? Is it somebody there?
You dirty macking. What about your situation? Nigga, when I want to talk about my situation, I talk about my situation. When you talk about your shit, I only talk about what the fuck you talking about. I wasn't talking about my situation, motherfucker. I was talking about my hoes. Now, you want to talk about my hoes, we can talk about my hoes. But I want to talk about my situation. You dirty macking, you motherfucker. You know my hoes is listening. Now you trying to snitch me out like I got something going on at home that they may or may not possibly know about.
Snitch. Right now, what are you talking about? Shut up, man. You ain't
motherfucker.
Pictures every
Oh, I like this. This is funny.
Anyway.
I'm still trying to find this grouping cat. You lied to me.
It's on there somewhere. And of course, it's not going to be called sexual service, of course. So, but it was on there. Let me see.
I can't see it.
Of course, you old as fuck. That's what it. It's on here somewhere.
Anyway, I'll figure it out. I do my research. Facebook, you know, they got it on Google. Facebook groups, book group.
This nigga's determined to find this shit.
Sex in exchange for service. You damn right. I want to be in that group. I do. I provide inside the secret Facebook groups with Mexican exchange service for sex. Nigga.
Maybe that's it. No, I ain't say nothing about no Mexican group.
Yeah, but that's on Vice.
Well, maybe that's it.
Brian, get your boy.
You guys are handling all on your own.
Trump.
Yo.
So how much money you spend on getting some pussy for Thanksgiving?
0. How about you?
I ain't spend I ain't getting no pussy for Thanksgiving. Yeah. I got chicken wings.
Yeah. Neither did I. None. 0. So that was my Thanksgiving. What about you, Brian? How was yours?
It was great. Hang out with the family. That was good.
You get some pussy, Brian?
No, I did not, because that was not my priority, like you guys are.
No, that's not my priority.
Well, excuse me. Then TJ is, because that's his main priority.
I'll take that hit.
Yeah, that's not my priority. I got more priorities than getting some pussy.
You got more priorities to get pussy, Trump, do tell.
Hell yeah. Like a fucking network to run, like a show to do, like fucking bills to pay, and then pussy.
Mm-hmm.
That'll fall after that. Because if I don't have none of those, I ain't getting no pussy.
And that's why you on the dating site. let's talk about this dating site shit. What made you decide? You got all these international hoes because you said black women ain't shit, and they ain't shit
I didn't say
today.
black shit. Don't put words in my mouth.
You said there's a bunch of funky hoes who don't respect your time. How did you end up on the dating site?
How did I get on the dating site?
How did you end up on a dating site?
I was curious.
You were curious.
How you be curious?
Because I never
What
did,
made you curious about going on a dating site?
I never did it before.
Boy, you lying, and the truth ain't in you.
I ain't lying. If you want to call Facebook a dating site, I guess that's the closest thing you can get. Facebook and Instagram. Other than that, I never did go on a dating site before. I never did that.
So you ain't never been on Black People Meet?
Nope.
Plenty of Fish?
Nope. I know about Plenty of Fish.
.com.
Who? That guy?
Match. Nigga, stop saying that. See, Brian, this is the shit about Trump. This shit's so phony. This motherfucker is in tech, and he don't know about no dating websites. Get the fuck out of here.
No, see, here's what you're saying. When you said Match.com, something happened. I didn't hear what you said. I said who.com. So you said Match. I said no. I know about all of them, but never been on them. Number one, I don't have patience. So
you got curious around Thanksgiving and decided to create an account on these websites to peruse and interact with these desperate bitches. Cause that's all that be on these motherfucking websites. Desperate bitches that did motherfucking. If you notice, go to motherfucking Plenty of Fish, go to motherfucking Tinder, go through it and see who you see. You rarely see a motherfucker in their 20s.
Of course not.
You might see a couple of them in their late 30s, but it's normally bitches that's 40 and up, and them bitches have really fucked themselves up. They didn't had their pussy in the streets. They done had a bunch of these motherfucking kids by other motherfuckers, and they fucked up mentally when you talk to them. Mm-hmm. These are the bitches that are on these motherfucking websites.
Okay, so why are you on it?
Because I be looking to exploit these motherfuckers. They got low self-esteem, and most times.
No. Let's keep it real here. Why are you on it? Don't give me research. Don't say you're trying to troll. Why are you on it?
Because it's a place to get pussy easy. It's a place to get some easy pussy. If you honestly think these bitches got the first thing on their mind is finding Mr. Right, you 42, 43 years old. True. You'd have been out here. Your eggs is motherfucking about done producing. Do you think these motherfuckers on there for any other reason besides to get some dick and don't feel like hoes in the process?
I feel that, like I say all the time with you, I don't know what kind of circle you're in, but I really think you attract the most self-centered, insecure women out there.
You not. That's the difference. I'm fucking and you not.
That's not my priority.
Oh my God. So what is your priority as a heterosexual male? See, Brian, let me just tell you a secret. Unless you start getting some pussy, your voice ain't gonna get no deeper. And people are gonna constantly mistake you for asexual, that you don't want no sex from nobody. Stop saying that you getting some pussy is not a priority. It should be a priority. And you know what? If I don't want to push some pussy from a woman, I have absolutely no use for her. I don't give a fuck how intelligent she is. I don't give a fuck how good her spirit is. I don't give a fuck if she go to church. If my interest in her, if it is not to eventually fuck her, then I mean, she cool over there. I'm not looking to meet nobody that I'm about to bond with intellectually. I want to put my dick in her and put her head through the headboard. So what the fuck are you talking about that having sex with a woman is not your priority?
Because in the end, if it's just sexual, in the end, they go home. And you're back to square one again. If you want to keep hold on. If you want to keep doing that for the remainder of your days, then I feel sorry for you.
Brian, you sound like somebody who got to take blue pills.
Straight up. I don't take blue pills.
You sound like somebody who has severe erectile dysfunction related to
you have diabetic medication. Talking all the time, so pretty much you get tired, so you need some stamina pills to keep you going. So what I'm saying to you is, it's like in the end, it's just like, look, you're gonna be next to a cold, nothing there besides just you and your hard dick all the time. That's what's gonna happen. Because literally there'll be that couple of those women who pretty much will say, hey, I'm tired of doing this all the time. Can we have something serious now? And you got nothing off, and you got nothing off. The only serious thing you got is your dick game that you keep putting out there.
Brian, this is the thing about me that's probably, if more people would like me, it would be a better place.
If you were likable, let's put it that way.
The thing is, hold on. I don't give a fuck about how nobody else feels about me. I like me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm content with me.
Right.
So my thing is, if she wants something else, I ain't offering it. This is why you ain't fucking. This is why you spend them long night.
This is I would rather have a lonely night until I meet the right person than keep fucking all these women with nothing else to gain from it. Except eventually, trying to avoid an STD.
Would you rather be like Brian and not get no pussy at all until the right one comes along? Or would you rather be like me, getting as much pussy as you possibly can until you possibly stumble on the bitch that you might like more than just fucking? Who would you rather be in this scenario?
Let me just say, if I don't get pussy over an extended amount of time, I'm in a bad mood. So that's how I am. I'm not in a happy mood because it's like a drug. It's like when you get it, once you fuck once, you're going to keep on and keep on and keep on one. You know what I'm saying? Now, here's why this is not a priority for me. But if I go a certain amount of time without some, it'll be a priority. But I mean, I'd rather keep on fucking and then you run into the right one, or maybe you run into the right one not from fucking, but maybe from something else. But
I would rather run into the right one with empty balls than to run into the right one with motherfuckers that's spilling over.
Well, let me say, I will say this. You have a lot more fun. Your mind is a lot more clear. If you really try and meet that one, it's best to run into her with the empty ball side. I will say that.
Right, because then your mind ain't constantly. See, Brian is a good guy. Ain't nothing wrong with being a good guy unless you trying to get some pussy. If you trying to get some pussy, being a good guy is the worst fucking thing that you can be. So I'm sorry, Brian. I prioritize. Look, everything I do, from making money to trying to educate myself, to getting a passport to travel, to motherfucker trying to get in shape, which I'm working on that now. Everything I do is with the sole intensive purpose is to attract women I can fuck.
Well, I disagree with you there.
Because at the end of the day, no, you lie. I like money. I like nice things. But you know what? Ain't nothing in the world better than a piece of pussy. So I'm trying to.
But here's the thing why I'm disagreeing with you is because I'm doing all that, not with, I got to do this so I can get some pussy. Or I got to do this so I can get some pussy. Because once you do all that, that shit comes automatically. So
this is what you saying the same thing. You saying the same thing I am.
No.
I don't chase pussy. I chase money. Why? Because pussy chase money. And if I got money, pussy gonna chase it. I don't chase pussy. I chase nice cars because women with pussy like nice cars. I chase nice things because women who got pussy like nice things. And if I have an abundance of all of the above, then the chances are I'm gonna get more pussy out of anything. So at the end of the day, I'm not getting all this just to hang out with my fellas. I'm doing this because I want want the baddest bitches to gap their legs to me. Now, Brian, I understand what you're saying. It just don't make no fucking sense. You can do all that all you want to, but you will be a nicer guy. You'll be a lot nicer if you said fuck these hoes and then you fuck these hoes.
Here's the thing. I don't try to find hoes. And especially that old school mentality of making money, having fast cars, having all the nice things and all that stuff. I think that stuff is played out. To be honest with you, like I said, I think you just want to fuck until the end of time. And that's on you. If you want to do that, I'm surprised you're not back in the porn game. So, huh?
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
That's good for you. But like I said, you should just go back in the porn game if you want to do all that.
Why would I need to go to the porn game?
Because you can get the
porn. I don't want
because that's what it's like I said. In the end, there'll be that one woman who wants to settle down, and you're not willing to do that. And so by the time she wants to go to the next dude, again, probably attracting the same type of personality that attracted to you, to the point where it's like, okay, she's going to be stuck in a rut. And by the time she finds the right guy, to be with, pretty much she said, fuck it, I don't want to deal with these men. She'll go back to, buying all these crazy cats in her house and call it a day.
You brought into all of this feminist, womanist bullshit.
Because there's no woman in this house anyway. So there's no woman.
I'm saying you're calling for women's bullshit.
I'm not calling for the bullshit. It's actual reality.
No, the reality of it is
your reality. There's two. Let's put it this way. There's two realities. There's yours and there's the real world. Okay, your reality is like I said. Whoever you've been attracted to and whoever you're associated with, if they want to continue doing what you're doing in that type of relationship, that's fine. But by the time they wake up, they'll come back and wake up in the real world where they want to be with somebody, where they probably want to have a kid, or they want to be in a serious relationship for a long term instead of just hopping in and out of the bed every once a month. They want more. They will be coming to that point in time where they really want that. So, like I said, you could deal with the fantasy world. That's perfect. But once they wake up in the real world, that's a whole nother thing.
You're saying I'm the one that's in the fantasy world.
Yes.
You come
every guy, fuck every woman on the planet.
Brian, this is what women tell the good guy that they don't.
No, it's not what women tell the good guy.
This is why you in this continuous loop. This continuous loop of looking for the right one. Ain't no motherfucking right one. There's no such thing as a right person. There's no such thing as a soulmate. That's just romanticized bullshit that women put out there to make men try a little harder to get pussy when they don't have to try that hard. You're talking about romanticized shit. That's not fucking reality. The reality of it is women think about sex more than we do.
That's true.
Women want to fuck more than we do.
Like I said,
more than we do. There's an entire industry, a sex toy industry for fuck that caters 98% of the time to fucking women. They got products for women. So if women ain't into sex like you claim they're not, because they're looking for caring and they're looking for sharing and they're looking for someone to spend their time with, then it wouldn't be $1 billion fucking industry of dildos. It wouldn't be $1 billion industry of bullets. It wouldn't be $1 billion industry of all kind of creams and shit.
You know why? Do you know why? You know how?
Why is that?
You know how the vibrator got created for? Do you?
Go ahead and tell me.
Okay. Back when it was initially created, mind you, it was just a normal massager. But then once the woman got a hold of it, and pretty much the way the industry exploded was the fact that, hey, it got used to more ways than one. And the way it was selling, it was to all the housewives. So it was nice and affordable at the time. And then by the time we get up to, like, to say the 80s and 90s and all that stuff, when things got a little bit smaller and more creative and more discreet and things of that nature, of course, it becomes $1 billion business. Now, mind you, again, the reason being is because the husband is either A, working or never home. That's why the women uses those things, because they're tired of being alone all the time. They want something now.
But hear this shit. Do you hear his misinterpretation and misunderstanding?
Oh,
Brian,
you explain it.
Stop for a second. Almost at least 90% of the toys, the sex toys that are out, are geared towards women.
Right.
Your argument is that the women that buy these are the women whose husband are at work or the husband is too tired. Are you fucking kidding me?
No.
You honestly believe that?
That's how it is. They're either home. If based on how sexual exploration they want, yes. Then what is it for then?
Sex toys are to supplement dick. It's either to supplement dick or it's there to supplement what dick cannot do. But at the end of the day, women are buying these toys because they want some kind of sexual stimulation. And you're telling me on this podcast, you're telling me that they only use it because the husband is tired or because he worked. Women work too, motherfucker.
I understand that. That's why, like I said,
he needs that before the sun comes up and don't come in until the sun goes down. This is not the 20s. This is the husband going off to work. This is the woman going off to work. This is them both coming home. This is him fucking rolling over, going to sleep. She ain't get her nut. He hit a motherfucking buzzer going in the middle of the night. This is for the chick who ain't got no man to come and blow her back out, who got a sex toy to stimulate her until she gets some goddamn dick to blow her back out. Women think about sex, want sex, need sex just as much, if not more.
I'm not denying that.
Because if that wasn't the case, you wouldn't have this $1 billion industry. So at the end of the day,
the billion
is providing a service. Motherfuckers like you're the nice guy. You're the nice guy. You didn't call up and let's hang out. Let me talk to you about my feelings and tell you how I feel. But when she want to feel like a slut, you're not the guy she's gonna call. When she wants some dick, she's not gonna call you. You're the guy she's gonna confide her feelings in, and then she's gonna be emotional with, and then she's gonna call and she's gonna want to go out for drinks. But at the end of the day, while you sitting there at the bar with her, she gonna get that text from that nigga talking about what's up, big head, and she gonna be like, all right, well, I gotta go because the kids are up. I got to get back home, and she gonna go to get some dick elsewhere. You're gonna have to learn, nice guys.
And then here's what's gonna happen after that night. She got her dick, got whatever rock stuff she did. Then she'll put on back her clothes, go back home, and then what? She's home alone again, and she goes through her same cycle again.
She gonna sleep good because she got her motherfucking back blown out.
But like I said,
on the other hand, you're gonna have that fucking porn that you buy, even though porn is free on the internet, and you're gonna be motherfucking jacking your jingle jangle jingle. You gotta stop being. You gotta stop being a nice guy. Being a nice. We stand here, Brian. You older than me by a few months. But at the end of the day, my experience with women far exceeds yours. Trust me. You start being a fucking asshole, and you start going exactly for what you motherfuckers supposed to be going for, which is the comfort of a woman. And I'm not just talking about laying in the bed and cuddling. I'm talking about the nut that she give you. Until you go for that, you're gonna be spinning your fucking wheels. And right now you're spinning your wheels. Some women have told you this bullshit and you fucking believe it. But trust me, he's sucking some no good trifling ass motherfucker's dick.
Let me tell you this.
It's sending him home too. Sending him home.
Let me say this. One thing I have learned, because I've been a nice guy. I've been, treating women like gentlemen. I'm gonna tell you, you know what I'm saying? And again, it ain't nothing wrong with that. But one thing I will say. And times have changed. Times have fucking changed. That shit worked back in the late 90s, and I got plenty of pussy being a gentleman. That shit don't work no more. That what happens is a lot of women who are single have men. They don't have a relation one man anymore. They have several different men for several different needs. So they have the dude who's I'm gonna go out. He gonna make me feel so good, like a woman and a lady. We gonna have so much fun. He's a great guy. And then, as TJ said, as hard as it is for me to agree to this, the shit is true. Then they have The motherfuckers who they gonna call to blow their back out, who's only gonna be there for a few minutes because she can't stand his ass, but she love his dick. She's gonna call him after she hangs out with the good guy, and then the next morning she's gonna call somebody else who she can vent about over the phone. Women rarely have one dude anymore. They have dudes in different classes that they call for different things. I've learned that.
Yeah.
That's just fucking true. You know what I'm saying?
So the question becomes, which guy you want to be? And here's the thing: women have evolved. Women are no longer women cheat like women that cheat. Like I hate to say this, really fucking trite. Huh?
Women cheat more than dudes today.
Women cheat more, and just as much, if not more, than men. You got married women. I fuck with married women who simply, it wasn't because her husband she was lacking something at home. She just wanted new meat. Women have evolved. And that's why I say, this is why it goes back to what I said Trump about when you go on POF and when you go on Tinder and you look at the ages of the women there, that women, the women in the age range that you're going to constantly find are women in our age range who come from that time frame where they had to pretend that they were something else, even though they wanted just sex. But see, now this younger generation, now this 20-year-old and this 30-year-old, they ain't trying to motherfucker. They not worried about whether you think they cool or not, or whether you think that they want some dick off the break. Mm-hmm. Because they're not shackled by society's standards as to them being hoes if they go out and they have sex on the first night. They're not restricted to that. So you thinking, these 40-year-olds and 50-years-olds, these bitches is dying out. They're desperately. They're like on the Titanic. They're in the middle of the fucking icy Atlantic trying to grab any motherfucking thing that they can get their fucking hands on before they become so fucking nuts. Because ain't no man that's 50 and 60 years old. He really out there in the dating scene. I ain't doing that. He fucking these younger hoes. Mm-hmm. These older motherfuckers, these older women know that. They played the game too long. They manipulated too long when they knew all they wanted was some sex, but they felt like they had to make it appear a certain way. So right fucking now, Brian, you operating off of, look, this is like Windows 10. This is Mac Mojave. You on some Windows 95 shit, some Windows Vista. You need to update your operating system, player.
He said, update your operating system.
Update your OS, because right now you operating off old tech. That shit don't apply no more. This is like Windows 95, motherfucker. You operating off Windows 95, Internet Explorer 2. They don't even use Internet Explorer no more. You need to update that shit because some woman has convinced you that being a nice guy is gonna work. The nice guy thing didn't work when you took your ass and flew your ass out west. You wanted her. You fucking wanted her. You had a big ass fucking crush on her. But you
we're gonna I don't know why you keep going back to that.
Diamond hit you with that bullshit.
I don't know what bullshit you're thinking, and you keep going back to that. I'm gonna set the record straight one final time so your arrogant head can understand it. I went there because I wanted to visit a friend. That is what Sarah G is, a friend. I wanted to visit Portland because I never been there. Now, unless you don't understand that, then I feel sorry for you.
Brian, first of all, Sarah G, is that her name, Sarah G?
Yes.
Sarah G is a pretty fine motherfucker.
Yes, she is. I never denied that.
Look, I'm not hanging out with no pretty fine motherfucker.
Then that's you.
I'm certainly not getting on no flight and going out to sea.
Again, that's you. You don't have to do it. You can order yourself all you want.
Talk about it on the show. You're disappointed.
Right back.
Then we come up to Diamond. Diamond, a little fine motherfucker. Mm-hmm. Diamond hit you with the bullshit. I tell you what.
Everybody on the network want to fuck Diamond. Okay,
you say what?
We can't single Brian out on this one. Everybody on the network.
Yeah, what's up?
Everybody want to put some dick in Diamond. But let me tell you something. Diamond is a Marine, number one. So her inhibitions is just off the chain. I already know. I ain't got to know nothing about her, but I know she was in the Corps. I already know. Number two, if you don't think that she don't like throwing her ass up in the air and biting the pillow, being made to bite the pillow, you fucking crazy. And she ain't gonna make it a requirement that every motherfucker that do that gotta show her his paycheck and show her how much money he make and how much money he willing to spend on her. But see, that shit sounds good. It sounds good when motherfuckers is out here because she know she's attractive. She can market herself that way and she can find a goofy motherfucker with a little cash to spend it. But if you think for 1 second that a motherfucker, it's motherfuckers that's even better looking than Diamond, then got knocked down easy and didn't take her out for nothing but fucking ramen noodles. Stop letting these motherfuckers tell you that shit. You could probably smash Diamond, but Diamond got you believing that you got to work for it.
What makes you think that Diamond made me think this way? What makes you think Sarah told me this way? What makes you think some other person told me this way? Do you ever think that sometimes an actual person has his own mantra to how to do these things? You ever think of that?
No.
Of course not. You don't.
came up with this shit by yourself.
Oh, we're that dumb, huh?
Some woman, she sees moisture. She sensed the moisture, and she said, "You know what? I'm gonna work my mojo on him. I'm gonna perfect my craft and bullshit motherfuckers on Brian, and then I'm gonna take this shit out into these streets, and I'm gonna try to use this shit and find me a gun. I'm gonna find me a gullible motherfucker that's gonna work for this." You know, most motherfuckers. I mean, you gotta think about it. I interact with people we interact with people on the show, right? I haven't been nice. I haven't been. I haven't been the most respectful.
Come back on this motherfucker.
I mean, that might be the case, but I bet you they will fuck with me in real life. Why? Because I don't want to hear that bullshit. You got a pussy that get wet. You gotta have on a panty liner right now. It's gonna get wet during some time of the day. So don't tell me or just talk to me like you some pristine motherfucker that wears a habit and you go back to a monastery to go to sleep. You like fucking just as much as I do. So let's cut through the bullshit because I don't believe the bullshit and let's find common interests.
Mm-hmm.
You can continue to be nice all you want to and go to porn conventions and buy pornos and keep a couple of bottles of Queen Helene lotion because you can't really use it to lubricate yourself. But you can continue to do that. And I'm gonna try to get my man Chuck to come on.
Mm-hmm.
I knew Chuck back in the 90s, and I used to be the nice guy. I used to invite bitches to the house. I used to cook. I was getting the pussy. This was when we back had fucking black voices. I used to get the I had to go back.
Oh, that's right.
But at the end of the day, he made me realize you don't have to do all that. He used to call motherfuckers bitches. He used to call them ho. He used to say the most outlandish shit to them. And women in this day and age, coming from the 90s coming forward, have what men generally have. We have a predator's attitude. Women have a conqueror's attitude. No matter how fucked up I am, there is some woman there who you will probably say is up here. She's thinking, I can break that nigga. I'm going to break that nigga. And when she can't break me like this, I'm going to give her some pussy and I'm going to break that nigga.
Yep. Oh,
that's her mistake.
Yeah. Because I let me just say that I've had an experience with a woman who would do that same shit. They try to break you. And once they find out they can't break you here, and then they find out they can't break you there, they do anything you want. They do anything you want because
but they gonna try to conquer you with a head game because I'm fine. He see me. That's why a lot of fine motherfuckers like Diamond. I didn't shoot no shot at her. I didn't say nothing to her. Not normally under different circumstances, I might have said something. But because I know she knows she's attractive and motherfuckers want her, I'm not giving her the satisfaction to make her believe that I'm just like everybody else. Because if I'm acting like I'm like everybody else, then she's not going to notice me. It's the motherfucker that be like, bitch, go about your business. And don't pay no attention to it. This nigga ain't acting like everybody else. Am I not fine to him? Is he gay? Well, I'm not gay. So what is it? He got a girl? Well, it don't matter if I got a girl. So then it starts to fuck with their own sense of worth that maybe I'm not as motherfucking. I got to see what it is about this nigga because everybody else is feeling me, but this nigga ain't. And trust me, when you take them down that road, the pussy will be thrown at you at a high speed velocity. But as long as you placing the motherfuckers up here like they worth something, I'm like, I'm here.
You're confident.
What can you do for me?
When you place them up here and you place them on a pedestal, they won. The one thing I've learned, women love a challenge. They love a challenge. And if you are not a challenge or in any type of way, they're not gonna fuck with you. They gonna keep it real. You're this and you're high. They're gonna like you and they're gonna smile at you because you're like. But at the same time, anything beyond that ain't happening.
It's like when you fucking.
I'm not saying you gotta go out and call them a bitch and you gotta call them a hoe and all that. I'm definitely not saying that.
Except for TJ, he'll say that.
You got to.
I'm not saying that, but at the same time, you gotta let her, in some way, shape, or form, you gotta let her know, like, bitch, I will drop you right now. I will drop.
I like how you say don't call her a bitch, but you end up calling her a bitch, right?
But I mean, I'm saying in a way, you gotta let her know, like, chick, please, you're not as fine as you think you are. I will look at all these other bitches around. Please, I will drop you in a heartbeat.
If you ever read any Iceberg Slam books, or you looked at any pimp movies or pimp documentaries,
oh hell no.
One of the first it's psychology. One of the first things they have to do is they have to break down that woman's self-worth. Once they break down that woman's self-worth, they can have anything from it. So if you got a woman who thinks she's like, if you up here with me, that means that you've climbed to that point. I'm just not gonna grab you and place you up here. That's the mistake a lot of people make, a lot of dudes make. They just take a chick and they just assign all this worth to her, and she hasn't been proven that she's worth that. So when they get up here, when they look up, I'm looking down on you. You're not that valuable to me. I say it all the time. I tell it to people when I talk to them. It's 7 billion people on this planet. Half of them are men, half of them are women. What makes you so motherfucking much more important than the 3.5 billion people that exist with the same thing you got? Why should I elevate you above the rest of female humanity? It got to be something besides you got a cute face and a fat ass and a flat stomach. It got to be something besides that. So if you want me to place you up here and make you important, you have to earn that. Most motherfuckers feeling like being a nice guy, you just give it to them. She's nice, she's intelligent. So what that bitch intelligent? There's a lot of women that graduate from college.
Not really.
There's a lot of motherfucking women that are smart. But why should I motherfucking assign all this importance to you when you've done nothing for it? It's just like in reverse with men. Women when I do everything for him, I wash, I clean, I wash his drawers, I make sure he go out and cheat. Bitch, what has he done to earn all of that? If he's done nothing to earn all of that, then you're stupid for doing it. What has he brought to the table besides dick? If he ain't brought nothing besides dick and tongue, and he hasn't done anything to deserve or to earn you doing it all for him, then that's why he cheating on your ass.
Okay, hold it. Okay. Didn't you just now contradicted yourself?
How did I do that?
You are the dude who, like I said before earlier, there will come a time when the woman will wake up. And she don't want a guy just for dick and eating your pussy, and that's it. And if that's the only thing they can offer, then they'll wake up and want something else and something more. And pretty much what you like you said about women are conquerors and men are the predators and blah blah blah. Then, well, good. You just flipped the game by saying, okay, now I'm the conqueror. Why? Because I just conquered her pussy, so I don't need you anymore. And you carry on to your next conquest.
What not? What? How
no. You just did
that conclusion from what based on what I said.
You just said it now.
No, I didn't.
What you pretty much said is like when a woman is like the value of the worth and all that stuff, and to the point where the guy is It's like, look,
let me slow it down, Brian, because it
explain it
really over your head. I'm saying, why would any man take a woman just because she's cute, just because she's attractive, just because she's intelligent, take her from the same level as every other woman and hoist her up and make her this important? What has she done? What has she brought to the table? Yeah, look, Di, if you're listening and if you watch this video, you find you're intelligent, but to me, you're no different than any other woman. So while you're concerned about while you're concerned about a man's finances, while you're concerned about how much a man makes, you're no different than any other woman. I'm not placing you up here and letting you know my finances and letting you've done nothing to earn this. You know what? You are a product of your parents. You didn't get up one day and say, okay, I'm gorgeous, I'm fine, and you just became gorgeous and fine. You ain't had shit to do with that. You had nothing to do with that. How you look in the face, how your body is basically from genetics. The Marine Corps got you in shape when you was working out. You ain't got nothing to do with that. So why is it, should I take you and elevate you above everybody else? Because it's a whole lot of other people that want women that were born that way. What I'm saying is, just like men should work for women and inspire women to want to be able to do those things for him. Same thing as a woman. I didn't say nothing about what she gonna bring to the table or what she gonna do for her man. She didn't say nothing specific. She didn't say what her talents were. She didn't say what she was able to bring to the table and add on to what's already at the table. She didn't say that. So she's riding off of her appearance. And motherfuckers at the station, everybody at the station want to fuck her based off her appearance. But she ain't got nothing to do with that. Her parents gave her that. So what makes her so important that I'm going to put you here and then I'm going to start doing all this work? What makes you so important? What are you doing to inspire me to do that? Because you didn't do anything to make yourself look that way. So we're taking that off the table. Now, why am I working to put you here? And hold you? Well, fuck that.
All right. Now, again, that's where having an actual conversation with her leads up to that.
I had a conversation with her.
No, you had a discussion, not a conversation.
Conversations lead to discussions. That conversation or that discussion, whatever it wasn't enough to lead to the next step. Because she basically disqualified herself when she said, "I need to know how much you make. I need to know how much you make."
I don't think she even let's put it, if you want to treat it like an entry, I don't think she even came to the table in your domain. She realized the fact of what she saw, just like with Melissa. She saw what she, what she was looking at. It felt like
First of all, Melissa's baby father has her on the payroll. Let's just keep that shit 100. Let's keep that shit 100. I'm not being disrespectful, but it's not like we sitting here pretending that he don't bankroll her. Am I wrong for saying that? Is what I'm saying wrong? Do we not suspect that? Okay, now that we can all agree, she not going. I hate to say it in this terms, but we ain't got enough time for me to sit here and try to think of a more acceptable way to say it. But she not gonna bite the hand that feed her. Now, I'm pretty sure she do her dirt off the side, but it has to be. I'm gonna be perfectly honest. I'm not worth the risk of losing what Floyd provides her. Now, if I had $300-400 million, that would be different. But her baby father probably worth $500 million. She's not about to fuck that up. So whatever she gonna do, it has to be worth losing. That makes her smart. That makes me respect her. Okay, so we gonna take her off the table. What I'm talking about with Di, just in simple exchanges like that, you can find out a lot from a person and a lot about how a person thinks. If she's not concealing who she is intentionally to weed people out, which she possibly could be, but from my perspective, talking about money, how much a man got, all you become is a motherfucking liability to me. You become a debt. So if you want to, if you're talking about, I need to know, look, I have a $500,000 house. Okay. Can you add? If I were to bring you in, are you gonna help pay my mortgage? No. I got a brand new car sitting in the driveway. What can you add? What value can you add to me since you're worried about my money? Because if you're not sitting on a $500,000 house, you don't need to be talking to me about how much money I got. If you don't have a $30,000 car sitting in your driveway, you don't need to be talking to me about how much I got. If you don't have multiple stamps on your passport and not able to get up and go wherever the fuck you want to go when you want to go, you don't need to know what my finances are. Water seeks its own level. Seek your level. If you're $30,000 bitch, don't be looking for no $75,000 nigga.
Or you got dumb $75,000 who would do that.
Is he? Did he freeze?
He probably got smacked.
Yes. Well, I guess he can't pay his $200 Verizon bill.
Did somebody come down and smack your fucking thing off?
What the fuck are y'all talking about?
Because your camera died, man.
Yeah.
My camera died?
Yeah.
While you was doing that soliloquy or whatever the hell you was doing.
Nah, I can still see me. I'm just saying.
No, nobody.
If you're a $40,000 woman,
I'm sorry. Let me just make a public apology to all those who cheered when TJ's camera went out. And now you see the shit back on. You're like, fuck. I'm sorry.
Yep.
I know your motherfucking Walking Dead face ass ain't talking.
Please, that Walking Dead face. Nigga, have you seen your face?
You look like a motherfucking walker.
You look at your nose. You look like a walker.
I know you're not talking to Trump. Stop it. Stop it right now. You see what I did to B and I did to motherfucking woman.
I'm not your
I got some shit for you too. I got some shit for you too, motherfucker.
You said I could send it to me.
I got shit for you too. But look, this shit is fucking ridiculous, man. I'm telling you. It's fucking ridiculous. Again, Brian, seek and you shall find. If you seek some pussy, you're going to find some pussy. But if you seeking comfort and conversation, that's all the fuck you going to get. That's all
sometimes a guy just needs that. So,
you different.
Yes.
I was married when I was 23 years old. I was married. Okay.
Oh, you.
I got married too young. I wasn't ready for that shit. And the only reason I married her was because she was pregnant with my daughter. So I've been there, done. I wouldn't even qualify that as a marriage because I was young and I married her for one reason. Subsequently, after that, I have been in a couple of long-term relationships, 2 4-year relationships, 8 years old. So about 8 years worth of relationships since 2003, since I was divorced. Let me just say, I know me. First of all, you have to know who you are. Society has a standard of what should be, and they have a way of making you feel bad or on these fucking or trying to make you feel bad on these holidays for being alone. Oh, look at these pictures. Everybody's with their family. Everybody's here. Oh, you should be here with this, and you should be here. You shouldn't be alone. So society has a way of making you feel this, but over that marriage and those long-term relationships, I have learned about me. And maybe I've learned that as much as I like the companionship of a woman, it's about the same as much as I don't like the companionship of a woman. So to me, it's like, I like to have sex. I like to fuck. But then, yes, I'm not young anymore. I'm not in my 30s. But now it's got to the point where bitches like, after we fuck, after you come over, I want you to go home. Which tells me that I'm not ready for the shit that I keep saying that I want. You know what I'm saying? So as much as I want it, and my confusion is it the person or the people I met? Or is it just, I'm just the type of person throughout the rest of my life who doesn't mind spending a day with you, but after that, you got to get the fuck away. You got to go. After we fuck and hang, you got to go. I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
so
let me ask you this question.
I don't care how fine you are, a fat.
Okay. Well, let me.
Fine and fat women, and we fucked and everything. She come over, chill, we had fun out there. But then after that, I get quiet. We start talking like, all right, so you got to go. Shit. Yeah, you fine and fat, but that don't mean shit to me. Go home.
All right. Let me ask you this then. If you didn't get married, let's say this, you your wife never got pregnant. You know, this what if scenario. Your wife never got pregnant and you never married her. Would you feel that the way you think of that situation then leading up to where you are now, would you think that there would be possible changes?
Maybe. Only thing is you have to know yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of dudes have to check, oh, I ain't never been married. What's wrong with me? They don't know. I know what's wrong with me. I get on here and I talk about these chicks and all that. I don't want no, I want a long, I don't, put like this. I don't want a long-term relationship. I want that Stedman Oprah type of shit. I want that shit where I ain't got no commitment to you really. You come over, we chill, we can do whatever we do, and then you go home, I go home. You feel me? So all of this, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, is I'm not as on the pussy hunt as TJ. Let me put it like that. TJ is on a pussy hunt. TJ wants to conquer. He wants to destroy. You know what I'm saying? That's why he got 36 kids by 35 women. He wants to destroy and conquer. I like to destroy and conquer too, but to me is. But I'm gonna say this: I'm also not like Brian. I'm not like, you know what I'm saying. I'm not gonna be, I'm cool and nice, but I'm not nice to every chick. Because if I want something, I get in that mode where I get aggressive with the chick. She gonna know I want to fuck. So it's either one or two things she gonna do. It's only one or two things she gonna do. She gonna say she's either gonna be down with it or she's not gonna be down with it. And if she's not cool, I'll move on to the next one. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I feel about the whole situation. Like if it happens, cool. I love pussy. I love it. Cool. If it happens. If it don't, like I'm not gonna go home and go crying and go chasing that, calling this chick. Nah. That's how I feel about this shit. I love pussy.
Okay, since you talk about your marriage, I got married at 32, right?
Oh, man.
I got married. I got to see y'all pictures of my ex-wife. Y'all gonna be like, okay, I understand. But I got married at 32, and it was too young and too fast.
Hey, 32 is too young. 32 is too young and too fast.
32 was too young. Yeah. Look, I mean, 32 is no guarantee that you've grown enough to know yourself well enough to know what you accept, what you won't accept. I don't even think at that point you have established what you will accept in a relationship, what you won't accept in a relationship, because you don't fucking know. That's just me personally in my journey. I didn't know what I was accepting, was willing to accept. I didn't know what I wouldn't accept. So with that being said, after I got divorced, I took that time to learn that about me. And it didn't hit me till maybe I was almost 40 years old, because we was only married for 5 years. It didn't hit me until I was almost 40 years old. And now I know what I'm willing to accept, what I'm not willing to accept. And when you know what you're willing to accept and what you're not willing to accept, things become less volatile to you because you're able to control it. And that's how a lot of motherfuckers get in trouble. You know, they don't know, they're not able to identify something, and they're trying to force a square peg into a round hole. And when they can't do it, you use so much force, it just don't fucking work. So in that 5 years, you know, I got married 5 years and I didn't get in a relationship for 5 years. I had to take time out. You know, I didn't want to move forward being angry. I didn't want to move forward being bitter and put that off on somebody else, because I'm a firm believer that you can't put your bullshit on nobody else. You shouldn't let nobody put their bullshit off on you.
Right.
But I came to understand a lot about women. Every woman that you deal with, you have to be able to establish early where she stands. Because like you said earlier, Trump, women have different men for different things.
Mm-hmm.
Men don't. We don't generally do that.
No.
We either have the wifey, we have the other hoes. That's just it.
We don't have Bill. We don't have
Bill woman. We don't have going hanging out for drinks. We don't have that. We either got motherfucking wifey at home, and we got the other bitches that we just fucking. So what I had to learn how to do was compartmentalize these women. And I had to identify early. I'm going to continue to deal with you, but I also know that my feelings are in check the whole time. I care about you as a human being and as a person, but I'm not allowing myself to develop no romantic feelings about you because I can't be with nobody who got fucked up ass feet. I can't be with nobody who, you know, got dead tooth in their mouth. I can't be with nobody. I can't be with nobody
too, people.
I can't be with nobody who. Look, I took this fine ass mother. It's a restaurant. It's a restaurant at the National Harbor called in the Gaylord called Old Hickory Smokehouse. It's a high end restaurant like Morton's. It got pricey ass food. I used to be on Chocolate Women hard. I had to come up off that because I kept running to too many duds. But this one chick, I take her. We're gonna meet at the harbor to go on a date. And so we meet in the parking garage. First warning sign was when we get out the car, this bitch pulled out a pack of Newports and lit up.
Oh, nah.
That was number one. We get into the restaurant. We order our food. And this bitch is cutting her steak like this is her holding the fork like she's stabbing the steak. And she's sawing at the steak. Bitch don't know how to cut a motherfucking steak. She don't know how to properly hold a knife and fork. That was strike number 2. Strike number 3 is we're talking, and she said something like, yeah, I like to conversate. Bitch, conversate is not a word. I can't even fuck with you no more. Mm-hmm. The bonus round was I looked in her head and one of her tracks was slipping. I didn't even know the bitch had tracks, so her tracks was slipping. I had to compartmentalize her. I'm like, if anything goes forward, I can only fuck you.
Yeah.
You can't go out on no more dates.
Here's the thing with us. This is the thing women don't realize. Women have this thing where they say they can tell within 5 minutes or less that if they're gonna fuck you or not. Well, here's the thing with us. We can tell within that same time, probably 5, maybe a little bit longer.
Well, we gonna fuck with you long term.
Whether or not we want to take it further for you, or if all we want to do is fuck.
Right. But you're not gonna get that. You're not gonna get that way if you don't begin to learn to tolerate, to learn yourself enough to know I'm never going to be able to tolerate this.
Yeah,
I'll be able to tolerate that. I'll be able to deal with that because nobody's going to be perfect. You're not going to meet no perfect soulmate. That's why I said that soulmate shit is a lie. All it is a person that you come in contact with who has more plus than they do minuses, who has less things that you find intolerable than things that they don't. That's what meeting a person is. And until you learn it about yourself, you're going to constantly be fucking around with ducks. I was fucking with this chick, Lori, for what, 3 years? I look back on that. You ever had that motherfucker one you look back on, you be like, how in the fuck did I? What? Yes. I can't believe.
That long.
I can't believe this chick, she had, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She had 5 kids by 5 different dudes. She know who her youngest son was. She waited till her motherfucking 30s to become a stripper. She didn't have a fucking body for it. And this bitch was a pathological lie. The only thing was that she had some good pussy. I ain't gonna never take that away from her. But everything else was like,
and you know what? A lot of these bitches don't realize that a lot of times you got a lot of dudes coming around you and you thinking I must be the bomb. No, bitch, your pussy's the bomb. If you didn't have that pussy, niggas would not fuck with you in any type of way, period.
This girl is such a liar. She's such a liar. I literally, like today, because a couple of days ago was her birthday. Her birthday was on the 18th. I went to her page today, and this girl is talking about my journey with sickle cell. Bitch, you ain't got no sickle cell. I've been knowing your motherfucking ass since 1999. You ain't never mentioned no sickle cell. But because it brings attention, she's lying about it.
Let me tell you, a lot of women out here is single today. And they single, and you look at them and they fine and they single. Like, you know, probably go for dudes too, but more so than women. You fine and you single and you had a lot of dudes, you've been with a lot of dudes, is because, bitch, after they fuck with you, because you fine, they found out that you're insufferable. Like, I'm sorry, I love pussy, but there's a lot of things that I'm not gonna sacrifice just for pussy. My fucking peace of mind is one of them. I mean, pussy is not that much of a problem. If you got some good pussy, great. That's great. But if you are equally as psycho or even more, then your pussy is good, I'm gone. I'm ghost. I don't know about y'all, but I'm sorry. I can't take it. I can't take it. And, you know, and then I look at it, then I'm like, something's wrong with this shit. Like, you fine, you single, you're in your upper 30s, early 40s. You fine, you got your own crib, you got everything going on. Everything's good with you.
But there's a crack in the armor.
But and not just a crack, Brian, because we all got cracks in our armor, but a severe crack in your armor.
Mm-hmm.
A crack where after you dogging a nigga down, you calling a nigga, you rushing a nigga, after y'all had sex, you think you own a nigga. All that type of shit. No, that's why you're by yourself. You know, so that's why you're so fine. You got everything going, and you got some good pussy. But it's a lot of shit that'll cancel out good pussy. There's a lot of dudes who will take a lot of shit from a woman because you got good pussy. I'm sorry, I'm not one of them. If you
I ain't gonna lie, I did. At one time, I did, boy. I did, but Lord have mercy. It just is not worth the pain and the suffering that goes along with it. It's just not. But back to what we was originally talking about, which was the check that out right there. Now, that was 9 months. 9 months of dating. And I was like, okay, I'll marry you. But back to the dating sites. If you look at those dating sites, you will see that a majority of those women on those dating sites, late 30s and up. That's because they didn't hustle that pussy wrong. They didn't hustle it too long. And they're looking for what they don't realize is Trump, I'm just going to put you out there. You ain't really looking for nobody on no motherfucking dating website. You're not looking for nobody on a dating website. Not serious. I hate to bust your bubbles to any woman that's looking at the show that might see it, but you ain't looking for nobody. Because men, we're not looking for no woman on no dating.
I'm looking.
Stop that shit. We're not looking for no motherfucking companionship on them. We looking for some pussy.
Let me put it like this. Whenever we get on a dating website, it's because we are trying to replenish our starting five. You know what I'm saying? It's time for a new starting five. Or it's time for a new, somebody fell off the bench, you had to send them to the waiver wire, and now it's time to sign some new free agents. You know what I'm saying? You are the general manager of your pussy rotation. So as general manager, I see that I'm running my roster is low. So now I have to replenish my roster. So this is something new that I'm trying to see if I have patience. And I don't understand. Wait a minute.
I'm trying to say, but I could search the web for it.
Yeah.
I don't know. Siri couldn't on there.
Siri a fucking snitch.
Siri is. I'm like, what the fuck?
A snitch.
I didn't say, hey, Siri. And then when I say, hey, Siri, the bitch don't reply. Hey, Siri. Go for
I'm sorry, but your breath stinks.
I'm not even doing this serious shit today. But yeah, that's why I'm on it. And if and if I luck up and something good does come out of it, I'm not going to deny.
But the thing is, don't nothing good come out of that shit though. Look, you on there because it's a place. Look, it's a miserable fucking place, especially Plenty of Fish. It's some miserable. I'm gonna go and open up my account today. Well, I'm not opening it up. I'm gonna go over to my old account today. I'm probably sure I got. If I'm gonna bring it, what I do is Tuesday when I come to the show, I'm gonna bring my profile because I used to break down, like give different updates because I just got to the point where it was like, let me just give you all ladies some advice, because your profile is whack. Your profile is too aggressive. You're turning off the men. You're coming off like. Look, you don't want men to have sex. You saying if a man is looking for sex, don't hit your profile. Well, every man on here is looking for sex. That's probably why you don't get no hit. And you will be surprised about how many women that I started getting hit up by because they're like, well, since you giving all this advice, and why don't you tell me what's going on? I call it the Steve Harvey effect. Because if you come out sincere trying to give women dating advice as to why she getting it wrong, you can actually monetize that. And at one time I was thinking about writing a book because I'm like, you doing dating all wrong. Doing this online shit all wrong. Your profile is wrong. ask me to help them rewrite their profiles. Like, can you write? Can you put it together? And then they'll come back like, man, since I changed it, it's all so. Like, you know, you're telling me you don't want nobody to give you some sex, but all your pictures, you got your cleavage stuck up in the camera. You're sending mixed signals, bitch. This is why you keep getting motherfuckers that's looking right past them and be like, I want to fuck. Why don't you cover yourself up? If you're not trying to appeal to somebody sexually, then cover yourself up, and then maybe that will cut down tremendously the perverted fucking inquiries that you're getting. Plenty of Fish, it's a bunch of desperate bitches on there. They done hustle they pussy completely out the game. Ain't no smoke coming their way. So if you just want to go for great laughs, go to Plenty of Fish, look on there, see all of the fucking profiles. You got a bunch of angry bitches on there. And I'm like, I be hitting them up like, okay, now that I've read your profile, tell me something about you besides you mad. What do you mean? All I learned from you is you mad. Your profile, you mad than a motherfucker. So whatever it is, some nigga that did that and got you upset, you're taking this out on all the dudes that's reading your profile. So tell me something else about you, because I didn't learn shit else about you.
Right.
It's a wasteland of hopes and dreams. Nobody at our age is worth a damn on these dating sites. And that's really all that's there. Now, if you go to the freak sites, you get the youngins because they kind of adventurous. They trying to look to get some, you know, try to have some experience for them to settle down. But if you're trying to find somebody that's legit, nah, don't do it on the website.
Yeah, that's why my patience for that shit was thin in the first place. But look, man, I'm about to go. This is good. I need to go because I'm getting depressed.
Thanksgiving depression.
Yeah, because I don't think I'm ever find somebody that I can do something with besides fuck, and that's fine with me. That's fine. My kid giving days are over. I think I'm gonna go schedule a snip very soon.
Best thing ever.
I think I'm very serious about that.
Best thing ever.
And here's what's gonna happen.
My pull-out game was atrocious. It still is.
I'm gonna tell you.
I ain't getting no late night phone calls.
As soon as I get a snip, somebody gonna come through. Oh, I want to start a family with you. But that's cool. Tough shit. Too late. I'm too old anyway. All right, man. I gotta go.
Look, where can they find you, Trump?
They can find me at Rip Radio.
RipRadio.com?
No, at Rip Radio on Instagram, and not Rip Radio on Twitter because my personal shit is private, and y'all don't need that shit.
What can they find you, Brian? Besides abortion clinic, you know, selling blankets and thank you and I'm sorry cards.
He gonna come in the studio one day and shoot the whole. He gonna come there one Tuesday and shoot the whole studio.
No.
Like, what time does TJ come on? 8 o'clock. All right, I'll be there.
I already went up there, so
I'm gonna fucking kill him when I see him.
See, but Brian's not the type that's gonna kill you off the bat. Brian's the type that's gonna ask you questions and then kill you.
It's fucked up. What can they find you, Brian?
Nowhere, because no one wants me. So continue.
Oh God!
I have the studio on Tuesday night at 8 o'clock this
See,
Tuesday.
shit. I just added the app back on. I added the Plenty of Fish app back on, and look how many motherfucking inquiries I got.
I can't.
All of this shit. It's a fucking wasteland. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
I got messages too. Let me see what these bitches want.
Ain't Plenty of Fish free? You don't have to pay for that, right?
Nah, you ain't got to pay for that.
All right.
So you can find me on Instagram, TJ_the_Chicago Kid. You can find me on Twitter at Jokes Galore. You can find me Tuesday nights on the Rip Radio Network and on my YouTube page doing the Streets of Talk radio show with my co-host B. Johnson and Mr. Norman. It's a guy, a gay, and a girl. Or a guy, a girl, and a gay. However the fuck we with your triple G's. We on Tuesday night. Trump is in the background. I got something for they. If you watch it, I got something for their ass this Tuesday.
Yeah, enough
for me. I'm gonna say. I got something for all three of their ass because they disrespected me this past Tuesday, tried to come for my head, and I'm getting all these motherfuckers getting fried on Tuesday. Trust me. I'm smoking in the parking lot before I come up, so I'm gonna be extra high and extra stupid. So that's it for us. We will see y'all in 7 days. Are we doing it next Sunday?
What's next Sunday? Yeah, I guess we can. We get some folks on here next Sunday.
Yes, you always said pussy ass.
But why don't you get somebody on here?
Okay, well, we'll work on that. Well, do we have any subject matter for the next? Okay, we'll talk about that off the air. Yeah. I'll see y'all Tuesday night. I'll see everybody else. We'll see the rest of y'all in 7 days. And we out this bitch with your mama with the fat pussy.